Here, you will hold my hand while I say this. Tokyo Ghoul is proof that having a great material source doesn't mean a great adaptation. Hello, fellow geeks, and welcome to my channel where I spend way too much time talking about anime. So let's get started. The first episode of Tokyo Ghoul. They know how to make an impression, don't they? I mean, let's just create this very innocent and sweet character that people are gonna love, and let's break him because they love playing with our hearts, don't they? They just picked him up, put him in one of the worst first dates in anime history, and I'm not being dramatic enough about this. I mean, look at him. Look how happy he is, thinking that he's gonna be going on a date with this very cute girl and he's gonna have a great time. Guess what? No. He ends up going through a very traumatic event, almost die, is sent to the hospital, gets turned into a ghoul because of a crazy doctor, and not only that, but he had to go through torture because why not? Let's just add more to the plot. I get it. I get it. Anime loves adding to the plot. And I can't lie, they did a great job, which is what made Tokyo Ghoul one of the most popular dark fantasy anime series ever. Not ever. Oh, well, you got what I mean. Let's get serious now because I am going to talk a little bit about my opinion on this amazing character called Kaneki. So let's get started. One thing I really loved about Kaneki and what they did with his character is how they didn't make him just wake up and go like, oh, I guess I'm a gold now, runs through a field of flowers towards the rainbow and live a happy life where he learns to control his powers and etc. So, no, the guy is struggling. He's confused. He's depressed. He's having an identity crisis, which probably is very understandable. I mean, if I woke up tomorrow craving human flesh, I would need years and years of therapy, but that's beside the point. Kaneki is desperate. He's desperately holding onto his humanity while he's turning into something that he can't even recognize as himself. And he knows that this can make him lose who he is. And I think that's what makes his character so compelling for me. Now, with my beautiful Kaneki out of the way, I'm gonna talk a little bit about the anime itself, especially first season. And I gotta say, one thing I really enjoy with Tokyo Ghoul is how they didn't really make things black and white. And what I mean by that is you can really tell who is a villain, who is the hero, and who is the victim. One person that you think that it's a villain down the line becomes a victim and you start to understand them. And for me, this is something that I really look forward in anime when I watch. I want you to change my mind about characters. I want you to give me complex characters with a very good background where I can understand where they're coming from. And for me, Tokyo Ghoul in the first season did that. And they did it great. I wouldn't change a thing in season one. And honestly, for me, Tokyo Ghoul reflects real life in a lot of ways. Trauma is complicated. Mental health, depression, loneliness, it's something that sometimes some of us that never went through something like that will ever understand. I just love when anime touch on these topics and makes us understand certain feelings a little bit more and what maybe other people might be going through. With that said, season one was amazing. Got me hooked and I finished in 2 days. Okay? I almost became part of the furniture. Almost. Would have been kind of like backrooms or something. No, wait. Backrooms, you don't become a furniture. But then season two came. And I gotta say, I started side eyeing the writers. You know that bombastic side eye right there? Yeah, this one. Like, yeah. Because I mean, why they would change the story this much. A story that is already great. Season one, you did it so well. You were so close, and you fumbled this hard on season two. I mean, for manga readers at least, if you watched only the anime, Just keep it like that. You're gonna enjoy if you only watch the anime. Don't read the manga. You're going to be very disappointed. I still recommend, but you'll be disappointed. Either way, they fumbled hard with season two. And I'm going to explain to you right now why that is. So let's go. I mean, here we have season one, carefully building your characters, and then season two comes and do this. For example, you know that group called Augury Tree? Something like that? I hope I am pronouncing it right. Either way, the Kaneki joins in the anime and everything. So yeah, no. He doesn't join this group in the manga. He creates his own vigilant group. One of the reasons that he created this group is to hunt down, you know who? Who? That doctor that I mentioned the beginning of my video, the crazy one that started everything. Yes, exactly. And you know what happens? He finds his laboratory. But not just a laboratory, an underground laboratory, because of course the crazy doctors need to have their very weird underground and scary laboratories. Why not? But anyway, yeah, they go inside, and you know who they find? Reese. I think I'm pronouncing her name right? I don't know. But yeah, you know Reese, that girl that kind of went out on a date that wanted to use him as a lunch. Yeah, this girl. Yeah, her. That doctor was using her to breed more ghouls. Fun, right? Yeah, that was something that I did not expect. I definitely didn't see it coming. But I gotta tell you, I was very disappointed when they didn't add that to the anime. This is a very important plot that the anime didn't need to leave it out. Not only now we had season two that fumbled a little bit with especially the manga readers, we then have a new release of season three and then season four. And I gotta be honest with you guys. I did not watch those seasons. I mean, look at Kaneki's design. It doesn't even look like him. Is it just me? It just doesn't look like him. But here's one thing that I have to say. Tokyo Ghoul deserved a true adaptation rather than releasing new seasons and maybe trying to make up for it. Of course, comment below if you watched those seasons and if you enjoyed it. I'm glad to hear all your opinions either way. That's what we're here for. But I gotta say, I am not gonna touch those seasons ever. I never went back to Tokyo Ghoul after season two. In my mind, it ended in season two. Now the best part has arrived. Like a diva. We'll be talking about the manga and how it's different comparing to the anime. When it comes to comparing these two, I have to say the manga feels a lot darker. And no, I'm not talking about like sad piano background dark vibe. No. I ain't talking about actual gore. And yeah, you might be thinking, oh, but you know, the anime was already very gory enough. And yeah, I know. Look into my eye. Look into my eye. Here, come here. I know. And I have to say, the manga is a lot more gory. They use such excessive facial expressions in the characters as well. It's like they don't even have to say what they're feeling because you can see it. And it's unfortunately because I feel like the anime really missed a lot by not adding that. But at the same time, I think anime just tends to soften a little bit. A great example that I think I can use here to compare these two is the part where Kaneki is saying something along the lines of, I am a ghoul. And in the anime, as you can see here, he's just, you know, with a normal face, pretty much like a serious face. But in the manga, you see something completely different. It's very gory. It's a lot more impactful when you see that. And it just makes sense because it's, of course, not something easy for him. You see this face kind of like coming apart and eye bulging out. It's as if he's becoming a monster and it's making him change into something that he's not very proud of, and it's really hard for him to accept. I think the anime really missed especially on this part because it adds a lot more to the character. Now that we're coming to a close on this video, you must be wondering by now, or maybe not, and you're tired of hearing my voice, but don't worry, I'm still gonna answer. Would I still recommend this anime? Yep, I would recommend Tokyo Ghoul. It still has a very complex story, really interesting characters that definitely deserves all the love, especially season one only. But not only that, we have one of the best anime openings ever with Tokyo Ghoul. My fellow geeks, thank you so much for watching. If you like this video and you want to see more, please subscribe. It's going to help me a lot. And see you in the next video.